Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to Late Night Frights. So this week we are back with our horror battles, and last week's theme was our St. Patrick Day's theme. And I was so lucky to review Leprechaun 4. So if anybody from Late Night Frights is watching this, you thought you had it bad, watch that movie. But getting back on topic, so like I said, this week we're back doing our horror battles, and I've decided to battle The Town That Dreaded Sundown from 1976 and The Town That Dreaded Sundown from 2014. So before I start the battle, of course, I want to go over both of these movies a little bit, give you the quick little review of both of these, and then we will jump straight into the battle. The Town That Dreaded Sundown was made back in 1976. The director is Charles B. Pierce, and it stars Ben Johnson, Andrew Pine, and Don Wells. And the general plot for The Town That Dreaded Sundown is set in the late 40s. The residents of Texarkana, Texas are left terrorized by a mysterious hooded killer who is stalking victims during the evening and leaving the local police at a loss. So that was the general plot for The Town That Dreaded Sundown. And something else I want to say about the film is that it was loosely based off of a true story. So my condolences to those who actually lost family members and loved ones by this killer, the Phantom. But with that said, let's talk about The Town That Dreaded Sundown from 2014. The Town That Dreaded Sundown was also made in 2014. The director for this movie is Alfonso Gomez-Rejon, and it stars Addison Timlin and Anthony Anderson. And the general plot for this movie is 65 years after the masked serial killer terrorized the small town of Texarkana, the so-called moonlight murders begin again. Is it a copycat or something even more sinister? A lonely high school girl with dark secrets of her own may be the key to catching him. And some other things that I want to say about this movie is that I don't see it as a sequel to The Town That Dreaded Sundown from 76. I see it as its own movie, and that reason being is that it reminds me a lot of Wes Craven's New Nightmare, where all of the Freddy movies was actually a movie, well, movies within that movie, and that, Freddy was an icon, and, all of that, and the same thing, technically, with The Town That Dreaded Sundown from 2014. Every year in Texarkana, on Halloween, they will play the movie The Town That Dreaded Sundown in some theater, and, it shows bits and pieces of the original film throughout the movie, and I had to cut that right there because I start rambling on about stuff that I'm going to talk about in the actual horror battles, which are starting right now. So starting off with round one, which is story. Which one of these films had the better story? And that is, to me, the original Town That Dreaded Sundown, due to the fact that it was original, that it wasn't a movie based upon that movie with the same kills, hardly anything different about it except the time and just like 2 kills, really. But getting off that topic, so yes, round one does go to the original Town That Dreaded Sundown. And moving on to round two, which is effects. Which one of these films had the better effects? And for me, I like more, classic horror movies that don't use CGI. Like, they use, like, makeup effects and stuff. And that's why this round is going to go to the original Town That Dreaded Sundown, is because it was made back in the late 70s. And so it didn't really have CGI to use. They had to use actual blood when they did show it. And I don't really remember any cuts or anything, but when they did show, like blood or any effects like that, it was, all there and nothing was edited in after, the filming. And that's what I really like about the original Town That Dreaded Sundown, which in the 2014 movie, it does have a lot more blood. It has a couple more effects to it, which there's a couple effects that I do like. But there's a scene where someone gets killed in a car and blood's going all over the windows, and it's CG blood. And you can kind of tell because with the slash it comes out of the throat, it goes to the window, and it doesn't really drip or anything, it's just there. And the same thing happens to the, to the back window, and it was fine. It didn't look too terrible, but it would have been a lot cooler if it was actual blood used in that scene. Not actual blood, but fake blood that they use in movies. But going on to round 3, which is acting. Which one of these films had the better acting? With both movies, there are certain characters that can act good, and certain characters that need more acting lessons. But I do think that there was a lot more better acting in the original Town That Dreaded Sundown than there was in the one from 2014. And so, round 4 is gore. Which movie had more gore to it? And I would have to say that this round goes to The Town That Dreaded Sundown from 2014. With scenes, like I was saying before, about, like the car scene, the blood was going everywhere. And there's like scenes where people get shot, and it actually shows a lot more blood than it did in the original. And the leg scene where the bone comes out of the leg when she jumps off of the motel window, and just a couple more scenes like that. But I don't want to give away too many of them, so you will be surprised. But there is a lot more gore in The Town That Dreaded Sundown from 2014. And round 5 is kills, which one of these films had a higher body count, and that is also The Town That Dreaded Sundown from 2014. I believe that the first movie had 5 kills, I believe, and the other movie had about possibly 10, maybe not, but it was a lot more than 5. I know that. So yeah, guys, that is it for this horror battle. As I knew it would, the original Town That Dreaded Sundown has won this battle. It won in story, effects, and acting. But the Town That Dreaded Sundown from 2014 did win gore and kills. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. Please give it a like if you do like the video. And also, leave down in the comment section below on which one of these films would have won your horror battle. And also, guys, check us out on Facebook. And stay tuned for videos from Vanessa, the Horror Ninja, and Pierce. And once again, guys, this is Jeremy telling you to be careful, because you never know what's lurking in Lover's Lane.